Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, we are Group 3 of Class B, and today we will be presenting two materials. First, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Azka Nursya'ban. My student's number is 232122016.
Hello, my name is Dede Dalpa Khoerun Nisa. My student's number is 2321222020.
Hello, my name is Fina Nazla'ul Ilmi, and my student number is 232122025.
Hello, I am Tasya Aulia putri, and my student's number is 232122038.
Hello, my name is Lina Nurjannah, and my student's number is 232122041.
Now let's begin with the first material, the genre of explaining. What is the genre of explaining? It is a fundamental language function for understanding the world and how it operates. The process of explaining is used to logically sequence the way that we and our environment physically function, as well as understanding and interpreting why cultural and intellectual ideas and concepts prevail. An explanation text gives you information about a subject that you are interested in and would like to know more about.
The purpose is it is written to explain how and why something in the world happens. It is about action rather than about things. Explanation play a valuable role in building and storing our knowledge. Technical and scientific writing are often expressed in this form.
Okay, next, there are types of explanation divided into two. The first is explanation of how. This type explains how an event happened or how something works. It can be mechanical, such as explaining how a lawnmower works, and it can be technological, such as explaining how a computer works, or natural, such as explaining how a landslide happened. And then the second is explanation of why. This type explains why something happens or why certain phenomena occur. It can explain physical phenomena such as why objects expand and contract, or everyday phenomena such as why the bedroom mirror fogs up when we shower. And then the other types of explanation can include explanation about similarities and differences between objects, as well as explanation about how to approach a problem to be solved.
Okay, next to the structure, first is title, second is general statement, introducing or identify the phenomenon, series of sequence paragraph. The fourth is concluding paragraph, and the last is labeled diagram and flow chart. The second structure is first an explanation text usually start with a statement that introduces the subject or topic to the reader. The second is next next there comes how things happen or the reason why. And the third is the steps continue until the question has been answered or the explanation is complete.
Okay, next. Here I will explain about language features, which in this material, language features are divided into two parts. The first part of language feature is one, use of present tense, used to describe ongoing situation or generally occurring events. Next, two, use of complex noun phrase, employed to provide detailed and intricate. For example, the enormous expanse of arid land, and other examples are the rampaging threatening river. 3. Use of abstract nouns used to depict concepts that are intangible. 4. Use of pronouns referring back to previously introduced words within the text. 5. Use subject is not human. For example, the word mountains or rain. Next, use subject verb agreement and sentence used to clarify the relationship between the subject and its action. Next, number 7, use of action verb to explain the cause or origin of events. Number 8, use of time and place adverbs to provide information about where and when an event occurs. Okay, next, I'll continue to language futures part 2, namely use of thinking words to connect events in a sequence of time and express cause and effect relationship. For example, first, then, after, finally, so as a consequence. 2. Use of passive voice and nominalization to emphasize events or subject without highlighting the actor. Number 3, use of time conjunction to sequence and connect events, maintaining the flow of the text. For example, when, as to sequence. Next, use of technical terms to provide specific information about a particular subject. For example, a spider falls into the family of arachnids. And here there are notes that you need to know in this material, namely, explanation text often include diagrams, pictures, or charts to help you understand. Yes, explanation text and diagram or pictures or charts to clarify textual explanation and aid reader comprehension through visualization. And diagram and chart always have a title to provide context and explain the content of visuals more clearly.
Okay, now let's move on to the next material, connectives. Connectives are the word or phrase that links clauses or sentences to make logical connection between different pieces of information. And there are 8 types of connectives.
Okay, here I will explain about types of connectives. The first type is adding connect types, such as and, also, as well as, moreover, to, are used when you want to combine ideas. They are related or agree with each other. They are used to show that the additional information is connected to the main idea or topic being discussed. For example, this sentence is not read, I like cheese, I like sausage. But read, I like cheese, I also like sausage. The second type is sequencing connectives. Sequencing connectives like next, then, first, second, third, blah, 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 blah. Finally, meanwhile, eventually, after, before, are used when you want to list ideas or even in a specific order. They help to organize information chronologically or sequentially, indicating the sequence in which action or events occur. For example, this sentence is not read, I cut the cheese, I cooked sausage, but read, I cut cheese, finally, I cooked the sausage.
Okay, next. The third is emphasizing connective. These are used when you want to stress above all. The fourth is comparing connective. These are used when you want to compare ideas that are similar or the same as each other. The word is equally, in the same way, similarly, likewise, as with, and like. And example, I like cheese. Equally, I like sausage. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, the fifth is cause and effect connectives. These connectives are handy when you want to show how one part of a sentence leads to another. The second part occurs because of the first. Some common examples include because, so, therefore, thus, and consequently. For example, I like cheese, therefore I ate the cheese. And the sixth is qualifying connectives. These connectives are helpful for indicating that the first idea in your sentence depends on the second part happening. Some common examples include however, although, except, if, and as long as. For example, I'll cut the cheese as long as you get the knife. That's all for me.
Okay, the next. The seventh types is illustrating connectives. These are used when you want to give an example to back up the first part of your sentences. The word is, for example, such as, for instance, as, as referred by, and in the case of. For example, I like cheese, such as cheddar and red Leicester. The next, the eighth types is contrasting connectives. These are used when you have two ideas in your sentence that do not agree with each other. The word is whereas instead of alternatively, otherwise, unlike, and then on the other hand. For example, I like cheese. On the other hand, I do not like tomatoes. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, so that's all the materials we presented today. If you have any questions or feedback regarding the materials or the presentation, write it down on the comment section below. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.